happened all of a sudden as of like 3 months ago, but people are using this character and getting results. So, it's not like it's just like this weird character anymore. It's legit. But this is going to be loser semifinals, Inu versus Kage. I will have that scoreboard updated for you in just a moment, but Inu has actually been in this position before. Has played really well in these DNA brackets and finds themselves basically in the top 3 range, having the fight against the likes of Rivers and other very good players. So we'll see if Inu's able to advance to the best placement, which so far has been, I believe, second at these DNAs. And oh my god!
So he had Psych Up, he had and he just Blink Slashed.
Yeah,
wow.
man, and Inu is dead. So well played from Kage.
Yeah, you really can't predict the outcomes of some of those attacks, whether they're gonna break your shield or not. But in this case, just knowing exactly what to throw out and when to throw it out was just a key factor into why Kage was able to seal that stock very early. And right now, yeah, one thing, it's funny because both these characters really just want to play a little bit laid back and just try to like get what it is that they need. Whether in Zelda's case, the Phantom, side Bs just try to maintain that kind of pressure, and then you have a hero. In this case, the way Kage plays, being able to use his MP in his favor to get whatever it is he needs, whether it's bounce, boom, psych up. Nice call out right there too with the forward smash. Just going, just moving back a little bit just to avoid that dash attack. And a kaboom will be enough to seal this to a 3-1 deficit right now for Inu. Not looking good right now.
Yeah, I was going to land that. I feel like Inu is really good at knowing when to pull this out and when they're going to connect, because that's one of those things that like you feel like shouldn't land ever. You might land it on quick play or whatever, but like in a setting like this, you just never expect to see it. But Inu, I feel like, is doing it quite often and effectively.
Yeah, you're noticing right now. Wow, beautiful! That was a beautiful string right there from Kage. Definitely not true, but just being able to get that those conversions right there, this goes to show you he really knows where he's going with this character, and he knows player awareness, just knowing what exactly your average I guess player would do in that kind of situation, whether it's jump, whether it's air dodge, he just knows exactly what is the common thing to do. And dash attack, not going to steal the stock yet, but at 129%, an up tilt will do the trick. No Phantom needed to to support Zelda there.
Yeah, man, so Kage definitely on a roll right now, taking all that momentum from Guerrero and putting it into Inu, and so far so good. We'll see if he's able to continue steamrolling. That's crazy.
Man,
that is crazy.
Yeah, he really just had it planned out. He knew exactly what was going to happen there.
Yeah, I don't think that, like, you could have a full shield and I'm pretty sure it's broken at that point, because you probably, I don't know if you landed the crit on that too, but the crit is pretty much good enough to almost break your shield from fresh anyways. So once you start adding the psych ups and the oomphs, that's all it is.
Yeah. Well, right now we're going to be going into game 2, and Inu looking at potentially their final game of DNA. But let's see. I mean, already off to a good start, 22%. Are we listening to the same song again?
Yeah, I feel like I got to change the arena music after this possibly. This is like, it's kind of...
Every time
it's doing something to my... Yeah, it's like making my brain fizzle that I just keep hearing this.
Every time I listen to that opening, it's just kind of like, it reminds me of Sunday Night Football. Like, that's just kind of like a football-esque type.
Yeah, I could see what you're saying.
But like, I mean, obviously it's your typical anime-esque type music, which I don't know of because I'm not the big gamer that people would possibly think I am. I definitely don't even know where the song is from. I mean,
the song,
if you want to get some knowledge.
It's from an SNK game. The song is called Psycho Soldier.
See?
It's a fan favorite, the song itself, but it's pretty normal that you wouldn't know the SNK games because those were primarily in Japan, so we didn't see a whole lot of that in the West, I should say. But all right, man, Inu off to an early lead here, making things look a lot more manageable in this best of 3, and gonna wow, oh my lord! I don't even think that was a crit.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, that was literally just like really strong. It was. It'd be a dead Zelda. Excuse me, that was gross. Sorry.
You're good. Oh my god, just getting the bounce in time to reflect the Phantom and just kill him off.
This is the thing I want to say about bounce in the last set. Is like, it's really good because it's one of those things that shows up in Hero's menu. It's like a common spell. And there's no downside to using it. It has so much versatility against every character. Because when you use it, then it's out of rotation. So you just open up all the other spells. So whether you're against someone with a projectile or not, it kind of always makes sense to use it. Because you're just like, okay, now I have it. I can't be hit by anything projectile. And even if they don't have projectiles, now I'm not going to see that spell in the book or in the menu anymore. So it's always kind of just good to have. Speaking of good to have, Lightning Kick. One of the best tools in the arsenal, and Inu is going to take that pretty good lead right back.
Yeah, down but not out. Kage can definitely bring this back, especially with a character like Hero. And when you have Psych Up, I know right there he was trying to go for a potential shield break. But beautiful jab lock into the up B. Not going to get the full confirmed there, but you know what? Damage is damage. And when you have a Hero sitting at 37% now in their final stock, you know, you're really pushing the edge right now, trying to make them do something that they're not too comfortable with doing, which is having to approach and trying to find their way in against a character like Zelda.
Oh my god, hits that angle. I can't. That's a shame that didn't kill. That was a really good clip otherwise, but it looks like he's going to get it right there.
You know, that up B, that down throw into up B, they make it look so easy, but in reality, it's not. You really have to know how your opponent's going to DI that. You really have to know when to jump and just how to press it, and just the awareness of knowing where your opponent's going to land for the second hit of that up B. It's like, Jesus, like how do you tracing the DI with the teleport is crazy. You don't usually, that's not easy to land, and if you miss it, you're going to pay for it. But it looked like Inu was that confident to just kind of go for it and ends up winning the game off of it. Not exactly off of that, but off of the position on the stage it gave him. So just like that, we are in another Game 3 scenario. We've been seeing quite a few of these. Winner of this will be heading in the losers finals. We'll be playing against Mega, and then ultimately looking to play against Rivers and Grand. So yeah,
lots of action still ahead here.
Going back to PS2 for the final game for one of these players, at least. Well, actually, no, this is the first time they go to PS2. I mean, Small Battlefield and PS2 are basically the same.
Yeah, they're pretty close. There's definitely the platform height's a little different and the spacing is slightly different, but
yeah, we're still in a pretty neutral stage in PS2. So either way, you're gonna see both players just trying to maintain stage control. In this case, you see Kage putting a little bit more aggression into his play, trying to get as much damage as possible and trying to put Zelda in a pretty weird spot. Right there, that was I know he was trying to look for the zoom, but it wasn't coming out for him there. You see Kage just playing a little bit more patient once he has Zelda off stage, which is, I guess it's pretty common, but you know, you want to see a little bit more aggression. You're noticing the trends from the way Inu recovers and what they place when they're off stage, whether it's the Phantom or whether it's just utilizing their side beat to just stall their opponent from being aggressive. Phantom setup, is it enough? Yes, a normal getup once again catching it, and now Inu with the stock lead to work around. But at 98%, you know, there's nothing to worry about in Kage's sense. And when you have a kaboom like that, you know, just stop Zelda from charging her Phantoms. You're gonna bring things back pretty easily.
Yeah, man, just really good menu management from Kage here, who is still very much in this. Like, it does have the lead. That heal is going to give him nearly a fresh stock, although he's going to eat a couple up airs despite all that. And in a position
funny to me when somebody it's very funny to me when somebody heals and they just get hit like frame one. It's kind of like
similar energy of taking a stock and then just the person coming on stage and swinging once and killing you.
Yeah.
But, all right.
But yeah, either way, both players right now, it's in that very even percent, just battling it out. Both players fighting so hard for stage control, and it seems like Kage is in a deficit, Beautiful grab into the Phantom.
That was close. That would have been stock right there. And that same setup has now been catching Kage a ton, which is the Phantom and then a run up in the possible grab, or at that time, using up air, thinking that maybe Kage would jump instead. But Kage somehow still alive despite all of this.
Yeah. I mean, one thing Inu's doing a lot more, as that lightning kick is going to seal the stock. But the Phantom setups, every time that you see Kage off stage, the first thing instinctively that comes into Inu's head is set up the Phantom. Is he going to normal get up? Is he going to jump? I don't know. But either way, at least I'm covering at least 3 out of the 4 options that Kage has been going for a lot. And nice usage of that up B to just run away and get away from Zelda in this scenario. You really do want to start worrying about stealing this second stock and just trying to bring things back. As he has bounce now, that takes away a little bit of ground from Zelda. But not enough, because you still have to steal the stock. And at 93%, not finding any openings, yeah, is not looking good right now for Kage.
Yeah, getting psyched up. I mean, this could be exactly what Kage needs at the very least to take the stock, but does still have a small hill to climb. It's a pretty decent size hill. It's gonna make your legs tired at the very least. As he is at 92%, having bounce is a pretty good step in the right direction.
Is he gonna do it again?
But
no, oh my!
yeah, man, this is okay.
I was really expecting that up B, but kudos to Inu, just holding back a little bit. Oh, well.
Yeah, Inu's going to get out of that one and
holding
probably...
back the up B, but holding forward with that forward air. Steal the stock, take the game, and take the set from Kage.
Yeah,
good
man.
Stock.
That was I mean, pretty good on both ends. I feel like Inu really just sort of bared down. I think was just the more patient player in this particular case. Really just started playing very bread and butter and is very safe and definitely panned out. This is a really good Zelda. This isn't just like, oh, I'm playing against Zelda online. Like, Inu Zelda is very calculated and very optimal.
Yeah, man. It's unfortunate to see Kage go out this way. He was having a really good run, I should say. Looking pretty clean up until Inu just kind of happened and did it what Zelda does best, and that's just win.
Yeah, I mean, at least in this landscape, Zelda has been a force to be reckoned with.